How's it going, everyone? And welcome back to some more Super Danganronpa Another 2. Yep, it was coming. Last episode we had the body discovery of Chapter 2. Also, I don't know if this is all set up as I wanted to, but I don't have a choice. My desk is a mess. Anyways, last time we had a really fun recording session, all things considered. This is a little too loud. Until the end. Until like the last 30 to 40 minutes. Dude, I'm still so upset about that. So, recap. We had the Twins concert, which was fucking awesome. I enjoyed every second of it. And then Kokoro fell ill with like a strange rare disease from the southeast of Asia. According to Shobai anyways. And then she got killed. I do have someone in mind, but I will not say anything until the class trial. Today's episode is just a prelude to the class trial. You guys know how short investigations tend to be, so today's episode is just going to be that so that I, on Sunday, can record the entire class trial. And then we have 3 episodes next week, not 2. Maybe. We'll see. If I have the time to edit them. Anyways, without further ado, we are going to start investigating the murder of Kokoro Mitsume, the ultimate psychologist. I really liked her, honestly. I vibed with her. Oops. I understood her reasoning and shit like that, and I was under the distinct impression that she was gonna survive all the way to the end. Yes, I was wrong. Or at least die on chapter 5, because she seemed like the type of character to do that, but I have to throw all my expectations out of the fucking window with this game, apparently. I mean, Teruya could die for all I know. I don't know. I really don't. Anyway, let's go, shall we? Chapter 2, Deadly Live. Let's do this. Also, that body discovery was fucking chilling. And I am probably not ready for this, because last DRA, like DRA 1's Chapter 2 investigation and class trial was pretty brutal. So let's go for this. Alright, let's start investigating from left to right. So let's begin with her body, with her corpse, which is very unfortunate. Or I could just reread the Monokuro file again. Hold up. That's a good place to start. The victim is the victim is Kokoro Mitsume. Time of death is unknown. Location of death is Kokoro Mitsume's room. Both hands and feet that's a typo right there, but it's fine. Okay, I'm sorry. I need to take this seriously. Both hands and feet have been cut off and missing. There's also 2nd to 3rd degree frostbite all over the body. That's just insane. Causing necrosis to the cells. Other possible causes of death are destruction of cellular tissues due to hypothermia or frostbite. There may be additional signs. All right, yeah. We're not given a cause of death. Which I guess makes sense if you think about it. Anyway. Kokoro's corpse was lying down on the bed like a block of ice. Oh, give me a second. Sorry about that. Some people pass under my window. I mean, it makes sense. It's a good day outside. People are just walking about. And it's Friday evening, so... Anyway. Would we be able to figure out who the culprit without Kokoro's help? No, we can't be in a state of despair. Even without Kokoro, we need to win the class trial. Come on, Sora. There's at least 4 more chapters after this. You're fine. Kokoro, if you'll excuse me, I'll need to touch around your body. You could have phrased it a little better, like investigate instead of touch, but sure, whatever. That is just fucking brutal. Again, I do have my suspicions, but I won't say who it is until the class trial, or, well, until it is revealed in the class trial, and I say like, oh, I was right, or I was wrong, basically. Kokoro's corpse was frozen, and she was only wearing underwear. That's like, that's so weird. It was an appalling sight, but the culprit may have left some evidence behind. The cause of death is freezing for sure. But since the Monokuro file mentioned that there may be additional causes, I shouldn't jump to conclusions. In reality, both Kokoro's both hands and feet were neatly cut off. Yeah, that's really neatly as well. This might be the direct cause of death, but nothing's confirmed yet. Other than that, there were no identifiable injuries. It's hard to notice other singularities in the first place due to the whole corpse being frozen. Sora, are you investigating Kokoro's corpse? Yes, since I might find some things that could be helpful. So, did you find anything? No, not at the moment. So fucked, dude. That's like... It's not the worst body discovery I've seen. Even in this series. I'd say that Kanata's and Kizuna's from Danganronpa and others was particularly brutal. And I guess Yamato's a little, but I'd say Kanata and Kizuna have the worst body discovery so far. This one is up there, but not comparable to those two. Anyway, I have a question though. Why is Kokoro only wearing her underwear? Isn't it because the culprit did it? What I'm saying is, why would the culprit take off her clothes in the first place? Well, there must have been some reason. For the moment, her clothes are under the bed. Maybe it's so that she can freeze as fast as possible? I really don't know. I feel sorry for her. I don't want to die like this. I don't know who the culprit is, but I'm not going to let them off that easy. To leave Kokoro in such a horrible state like this, it's unforgivable. Yeah, you tell him, Yoriko. This is fucking disgusting. Whoever the culprit is, and if it's the person I'm thinking of, even more so, that's fucking disgusting. I wish I could cover her with the blanket, but thinking logically, Shobai was right. There could be evidence found from the corpse. In fact, you're investigating the corpse too, Sora. Right. By the way, Sora, did you investigate the bed? The bed? While Iroha and I were investigating around the bed, we found bloodstains. Of course I saw that. Aren't those from the disconnected hands and feet? No, not that. I'm talking about the dry bloodstains. Dry? Oh. Are those bloodstains? That's not like the tip. I mean, I know it's dry, but even then, dry blood in Danganronpa is usually still pink. That's a purple shade. It looks like some time had passed for these bloodstains to dry. The color proves that. Okay, yeah, fair enough. So what are those bloodstains? It doesn't seem like it's from disconnected hands and feet. From the looks of it, the blood from the disconnected section of hands and feet is from the frozen blood vessels as they started to melt. With this, I can assume that the hands and feet were cut off after Kokoro completely froze. Then these bloodstains are from before Kokoro was frozen. I think that's it, even though I'm not sure. Well, I can figure it out with only this. That's really useful though. Someone else spilled blood, basically. Someone is injured. Yoriko, you're unexpectedly smart. Unexpectedly? Come on. She showed that she was smart before. Well, why do you keep saying it's unexpected for me to use my brain? I feel bad for her. Like, it was pretty well established that she's not dumb. Yoriko is actually pretty smart. Can't you see I'm trying my best to figure things out? I'll make sure to write that down. Thanks, Yoriko. Huh? Oh well, it's nothing. I will always have a soft spot for blushing Yoriko. Severed limbs have been added, and dry blood stain. Okay, that's the first bit of evidence. Let's talk with our boy Yuki. Sora, how's your progress? I'm still stuck. Me too. We should keep investigating. Right. I wanted to ask you something, Yuki. Ask me about what? Yuki, you said this morning that Kokoro didn't open her door when you brought her food last night, correct? Can you give me a recount of that situation? It might help. Sure, if that would help. It's just like what I said in the morning. After dinner last night, I suggested that to Emma. With Emma always leaving first after she finished her meal, I haven't had a chance to talk with her. So I suggested going to visit Kokoro together. My, what a brave move on your part. Are you sure there weren't any personal feelings involved? Come on, Sora. Personal feelings? Emma wasn't in the best shape because of Kokoro. And she was looking for somebody to join her to visit Kokoro anyways. I'm joking, just continue. Wow, Sora likes to tease Yuki a lot instead of like the rest. For the rest, Sora just has no chill. Anyway, so that's how Emma, Teruya, and I went on a visit to give Kokoro her supper. Alright, but she didn't answer when we called her. Even when we told her Teruya was there. And when there was still no answer after multiple tries, we just assumed she was sleeping. So we left the supper in front of her door and left. It'd be logical to assume that she was already dead at that point. I doubt that. Remember Yoriko's words? The supper we left on her doorstep had been removed that night. Yoriko? What? Did someone call me? Ah, Yoriko, perfect timing. Is it true that the food at Kokoro's doorstep was gone by last night? Huh? Well, yeah, that's what I saw. I told you that this morning. Come to think of it, it was Yoriko who brought today's morning meal, right? If it's okay, could I ask you what you did this morning then? I mean, I just delivered the food and did my usual stuff. So here's the thing. Sora is on the right track, I'd say. I would think that Kokoro was already dead by the time Yuki, Emma, and Teruya gave her the supper. And someone else, most likely the killer, ate the supper to make sure that people didn't suspect that there was a dead body inside of the room. My main question is, how the fuck did they freeze the room? And when did they have the time to cut off her limbs? I went with Teruya to deliver the breakfast, and when I went there, there was no answer. So just like Yuki, I left the food there and went straight back to the village. The village? What for? I always practice cooking in the morning at the village. Yo, base Yoriko. And hope that one day we won't have to rely on Mikado's cooking. But the breakfast that Yoriko left is still here untouched on the doorstep. From the clues of the meals, it's almost certain Kokoro died this morning. What's with those looks? Are you guys suspecting me? God damn it, Kokoro. Yoriko, sorry. Why is it always you? Not one bit. It's useless to suspect anyone when the trial hasn't even started. Dude, that's the second time I let my slipper fall from my shoe. From my foot! What the fuck is wrong with me? I'm tired. It's been a long week. Yuki, we need more clues for now. You're right. Let's not jump to conclusions. The only time anyone would have been able to enter this room is during the 3 scheduled visits, excluding just now when we found Kokoro's corpse. The possible times are this morning and yesterday evening. Yoriko and Yuki's account on those 2 visits might come in handy. I should write this down. Yeah, okay, so this is starting to form an idea in my head that is corroborating the idea I had previously, basically. Alright, there's a drum. This is... Oh! Oh, what the? A drum that is a very dangerous drum container. A drum container? What is this doing in Kokoro's room? On closer look, the drum container is labeled with the letters liquid nitrogen. Well, there's my answer to how they froze the room. Liquid nitrogen. This thing can freeze an object in an instant. After carefully opening the lid and looking inside, I found it was empty. If it's empty, that means somebody used it. It seems like an important clue. Sora, what are you doing? Setsuka, look, I found another clue. It's liquid nitrogen. The culprit must have used this to freeze Kokoro. Using liquid nitrogen to freeze Coco? Don't you think so? If they used liquid nitrogen, there must be some traces left somewhere. What do you mean? If they put Coco on the bed and pour liquid nitrogen on her, the sheets in the bed should have been frozen as well. But there aren't any frozen traces anywhere, let alone on the bed. Only the air's freezing. If they didn't pour it on her, maybe they could have dunked Kokoro into the container and then pull her out? If that's the case, they wouldn't have been able to pull her out. Their hands would have frozen the instant they put her in the container. And if they poured it in the floor would be completely frozen. I see where this is going, okay. So they can't apply it directly, but nobody says that they can't use it. There's a fridge over there. If they replace the coolant in the fridge with liquid nitrogen and leave it open, it would freeze the air enough to freeze a body. That's just my idea. So they killed, I think they killed Kokoro. Give me a second, guys. All right, we're back. Sorry. I had to go do something for a bit. But yeah, my train of thought. Right. So, liquid nitrogen, there's no traces of it being used directly. Right. But if the killer replaced the coolant in the fridge with liquid nitrogen somehow, I still have no idea how they do that. But I'm gonna leave this for after I investigate the fridge, but that's my idea. You get what I'm saying. Leaving the fridge open with liquid nitrogen cooling the fucking air. Big brain. And the container is empty, right? If they dipped her in, there would have been some traces inside. So that means the culprit didn't use liquid nitrogen? Then why is this?
Nani?
Well, I guess we need to investigate more. Can't jump to conclusions. After hearing Setsuka's words, it does feel like there is something suspicious about the container. I decided to write it down for now. You should. That's gonna be vital. Alright. Alright, why do I have to talk to you? Sure, whatever, let's go. Oh, Sora. How's the investigation going? You're in the way, get out. Damn! Damn! He gave her the she gave him the Gladian treatment. Get out. are you being mean to me? Especially when I found a clue just for you. Clue? Yes, take a look at this. What is this? Dry... Oh, God, dry ice. All these cold things, okay. It's an open pack. It's not... There's a lot of typos in this episode, huh? It's fine. It's an open pack of dry ice. I found it on the floor. Dry ice. So is this how to froze coconut? Who knows? But it wouldn't be difficult. Wouldn't it be difficult to freeze somebody with just these? You could partially freeze some parts, but this is a solid material. Definitely not enough to completely freeze Kokoro's body. But the fact that this open bag exists means that it must have been used somehow. I don't know how that fits in what I was thinking earlier. We'll see, we'll see. Perhaps the low temperature of this room is proof of that. It'd be definitely hard to freeze a whole body with just this. The fact that it exists means it must have been used. Yes, that's what I just said. Considering the cold air and white mist that was here, there's a possibility that I used it to lower the room temperature. This feels like an important clue. I should write this down. Sora, since I'm the one who found this clue, could I have a thank you or something? No. He just left him. Based. Dude, Sora's so based. I keep saying it every episode, but I think Sora's becoming my favorite protagonist slowly. Ah, the student handbook. I checked my pockets to see if it was mine, but mine was safely tucked in my pocket. I think it's probably Kokoro's. Ah, Nikkei. That handbook is making things so much more complicated. What do you mean? Think about it. Our rooms can only be opened by the owner's handbook. He's right. The handbook's inside the room, and yet Kokoro was killed inside of the room. So the key to the room was inside the room. A locked room mystery? Yeah, and Kokoro would never open the door if it's not for her meals. So that would mean someone who was here for her food used that chance to kill Kokoro. That would be impossible. It'd be possible if one person had visited her. But including Teruya, there was always more than 2 people that was... Oh, I see. That is exactly why... Can I... My fucking rug has been torturing me for the past 3 years. Sorry. Yeah, so that's why she wanted Teruya to visit her every time. It was her safeguard. That's clever. It still didn't impede anything. Including Teruya, there was always more than 2 people that have visited her. I see. But there are no other ways to enter these rooms, so the only possible time is during mealtime. Nikkei? Maybe if someone had stolen Kokoro's handbook, couldn't they enter whenever they wanted? They could have snatched the handbook while giving Kokoro her food. Then after that, they could have entered the room freely as they pleased. That's not possible either, so what if they steal it? You can't turn the handbook on if you don't have the owner's fingerprints. Is that so? You see where we're going with this? Something tells me that the hands were cut off first. Even if you happen to leave with the handbook still powered on, the handbook automatically enters sleep mode after a certain amount of time. So unless you plan to re-enter right after, you won't be able to enter the room. Huh. I thought I solved the mystery. Anyways, if we don't solve the trick behind this locked room mystery, it'll be a difficult trial. You can't enter the rooms without the handbook, then how did the culprit enter Kokoro's room? But we established with Yoriko that both of her, all of her limbs were cut off after she got frozen. Which means, the brain. Alright, let's go. Fridge time. This is the main part of my theory right now. A refrigerator. Perhaps there is some kind of clue inside here. Nothing special to know. Wait. This is... I thought it was a normal refrigerator, but I soon found some oddities within its structure. The divider is a bit tilted? The divider looks slightly unnatural, almost like it was placed roughly. So this divider was removable. How odd. Sora, you noticed that too? Yeah, alright. In comes Detective Kanade with her very disturbing likeness of crime scenes. Are you talking about the refrigerator dividers? It does look a bit suspicious. But I doubt it'll be an important clue. No, not that. Don't tell me you missed it. The dying message. The what? The dying message? I opened the door and searched the insides again, but I didn't see any dying message. Where's the dying message? Sora, you're denser than you look. See the bottom compartment over there? Are you talking about these icicles? Yep, this is Kokoro's dying message. Icicles are the dying message. I thought these were just frozen icicles that have been dropped down. Alright, we can deduce 2 facts from these icicles. First, the refrigerator's output is set to maximum power. I'm sure you've heard from Monochrome, but the refrigerators in our rooms can be set to instant freezing or defrosting modes depending on its output power. This particular refrigerator is set to instant freezing mode. I see, I guess the one in my room wasn't cold enough to form icicles. Second, Kokoro used these icicles to leave a dying message. Sora, take a closer look at those icicles. On closer inspection, the icicles had small carvings on their lower, wider sides. On one side it says F, the other O. I thought these were just scratches. These were deliberately engraved by someone. Yep, and if you look closely, 2 of those 8 icicles are overlapped. Overlapped? Well, to be specific, it's more like the longer one had penetrated the small one. And the pierced icicle, the smaller one, has not F and O, but F and I engraved in it. After hearing you say that, I have to agree. But how did you know that this is the dying message? I mean, it's obvious. The icicles were lined up in a natural way. The refrigerator being on instant freezing mode was suspicious as well. What does it mean? Are you for real? Does the dying message have any other purpose than to point out the killer? Man, I gotta say, I think the killer should have gone after Kanade first. She's also stupid OP when it comes to killings, for some unexplained reason. Then, did you find out who the culprit is? I can't tell you right now as I'm not completely sure myself. Don't worry, I'll be sure to figure it out before the trial. This is the dying message, the message that points out who the killer is. Although I'm not sure what it means, but I can't just leave it all to Kanade. We should figure it out together at the trial. Is that everything? What did I miss? Oh, I can leave now, okay. I think I searched every part of that room. Where should I go next? What? Oh, Sora, what you doing there, sitting still? Oh, I was just wondering where to investigate next. What about you? Weren't you supposed to guard the crime scene? I was taking a quick bathroom break. The trial's about to start soon. Wouldn't want to wet my pants during the trial, so I left the crime scene to Hibiki. Oh my god, Iroha. I see. Ah, perfect timing. Hey, you over there. Sora, I think he's calling you. You, artist. Yeah, you, airhead girl. Me? Airhead? Wait, why me? I think this is the first time you've even spoken to me. Doesn't matter who. I'm gonna take a nap in my room for a sec, so wake me up when the trial starts. What? What kind of... I don't get what you're asking me, nor why you're even sleeping during investigation. If I say so, then do it, before I do something to your precious life. Alright, I'll do it. I would have let him sleep. He would have died by Monocro anyways. Shobai, are you out of your mind? Did you even have the thought of investigating? Investigation? Why bother when I already know who done it? What? So you know who's the culprit? That was such a shock that bathroom! What do you mean by knowing who done it? The culprit slipped a huge mistake in their words. In front of only me. Wait, why am I telling you this? Anyway, go tell that airhead girl to wake me up later on. If she doesn't, you're next. What is it with him? By the looks of that confidence, it doesn't seem like he's lying. Even if he knows who's the Blackened, that attitude certainly isn't very pleasing. Oh boy, okay. The refrigerator was set to instant freezing mode. That's important. Pretty sure. Pretty sure my theory is at least half correct. Shobai knows who did it, and so does Kanade, sort of. I do have my idea, like I said. And I hope I'm kind of wrong, because it would kind of invalidate a lot of this chapter, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Hopefully I'm wrong, but I kind of got it right the first time too. Oh, well, I only got it right during the trial itself, because let's be real, the first case was pretty difficult in terms of like setup and shit. If we try to rely on him, who knows what will happen. I'll just ignore his words and try to solve this on our own terms. Sora, how did he go? Oh, wait, where's Shobai? I don't know where the details either. He just left after telling me to ask you to wake him up. Unbelievable. I got scared, so I accepted without a thought, but I'm not going. Ever. What's with that attitude, ignoring others as you please? I love this sprite of hers, by the way. You know, it's just so cute. It'll be better to leave him here, so he'll be punished to death for not showing the trial. Sorry, isn't that going a bit too far? No. I'm joking, don't take it so seriously. Or was I? Anyways, I'm going off to other places now. Okay, I guess I'll return to my post now. See you later. Oh, we got his account. I guess we will get stuck later on, huh? During the trial. All right, so there's Shinji, my boy, my man, the fucking goat. Oh, Sora, good work as usual. Hi, Yakuza or something? What's with that greeting? Moreover, Shinji, what are you doing here? This is the door to the balcony. Oh, well, when I went jogging this morning, I found something at the balcony, so I saw something like a white long cloth going towards the balcony, so I thought I'd find something here. White and long cloth? Yeah, but I didn't find anything. The balcony? Shinji, would it be possible to leave the monocruise through this balcony? What? Why? Just in case. Windows are all closed here, so this is the only way out other than the main entrance. But it's quite tall. It might look silly, but the monocruise itself has the proper structure of a regular cruise. Even if the sea's below, the water's level is quite low, so if you fall into the water surface, you'll receive at least some bruises. Then couldn't you use some kind of rope to pull yourself down? Huh? Oh, well, I guess it wouldn't be impossible. Anyways, thanks. I'll write this down. Oh, look, it's the thumbnail of my 8th episode, I'm pretty sure. And Shinji's account. I'm pretty sure. Okay, I think we're done. I'll be leaving then. Sora, where are you off to? I already thought about my next destination. A place that came to mind thanks to you. Thanks to me? I hope the investigation goes smooth on your part as well. Where are we heading? Haha! I knew it. Because of the whole thing. The exhibit. Shinji said that the Ice Woman statue here was broken a few days ago. I don't know if it's because of that, but I felt like something might be here. I guess I was wrong. Excluding the broken ice statue, there wasn't any clues to note. Maybe I don't have an Italian investigation like Kanade said. The changing room. Since I'm already here, maybe I'll check this place. Oh! That scared me! Huh, Teruya? Oh, no, it's you, Sora. You scared me standing in front of the door like that. Did you go inside the changing room? Huh? Yeah. I was gonna check the items list for the changing room. Item list? What is that? Ah, so you didn't know? It's a checklist of the various items in the room. It's right there on the wall. So what about the list? I just checked to see if there's anything missing. Well, there weren't any. The item list also exists in other rooms like the convenience store and the gym. Well, it's hard to notice if you're not paying attention to it. Anyways, I was checking them one by one. This one is the last one, but nothing's unusual about it, so that's a relief. Been checking all of them one by one? Yeah, I always do. My god, Teruya. Are you some kind of freak? What? How could you? Actually, as soon as I heard the word killing game, I felt the need to check it daily. I know why. Oh god. Oh, that is fucked. Because so many killings happened because people took things from places. God damn, that is awful. Oh god. Anyway. I had a hunch that something bad might happen if I don't. I don't know why. I wonder if there's any point in that, but good work anyways, so nothing's wrong then? Well, I did find one weird thing. Something weird? One of the wigs had some shards on or something on it. I don't know how it got there. Maybe I'm being overly cautious. I don't know. It might not be relevant to the case at all. I mean, Kokoro was killed in her room, so why would there be a clue this far away? I'm just here to check the item list. Come to think of it, why are you here then? That's... Wow, that was short. This is like really short. Well, I think that was enough time. I will now end the investigation. If you've been busy, you should have plenty of clues to deduce the case. Everyone, head immediately to the entrance of the trial grounds at the first floor. If you're late, you have a hefty punishment waiting for you. Gosh, Terry, I don't think we have any time left to be talking about this. Yeah, you're right. Let's head to the trial grounds right now. Right now, yeah. I think this voice for Terry is slightly altered from my previous one. My previous one was more like shrieky. This one is like a little bit more confident, but still kind of nerdy. Ah, Sora, you're here. Sorry, I'm late. Am I last place again? Nope. Iroha and Shobai are not here yet. What are they doing? They should be well aware of the penalty for being late. That being said, to come back to this place again. Tell me about it. We wouldn't be here if there weren't any murders. I think we'd have another victim. Kokoro! If Goro isn't here, we're... No worries, sis, I'll take care of everything. Yeah, I mean, Kanari's probably gonna carry this class trial. I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. Terry, you've got plenty of experience with this class trial thingy, right? Have high expectations for you, okay? This has nothing to do with experience. I don't have any memory as well. And it might sound a bit irresponsible, but I'm not the brightest person around. When I met Karu, now she... I am in pain! Sincere pain! But I'll do my best. I've changed since then. Guess who doesn't have high expectations for you? Me! Look, guess who doesn't care about you? Me! Moreover, what is up with Hiroha and Shobai? Why are they so late? I've got to say, what an unlikely duo. Hiroha's probably off to wake up Shobai. Wake up? What do you mean? Well, Shobai said he was gonna nap until the class trial starts. Apparently he has nothing more to investigate. What? Nothing more to investigate? Unbelievable! Why should I say this? You look pretty relaxed. Says he already figured out who did it. The culprit? But I don't have a single clue on what happened. Is he thinking that all this, Kokoro's death, is just fun and games? I can't forgive that kind of attitude. Well, there's also the chance that he's actually the culprit and he's bluffing. Whatever the cause may be, he was still napping while everyone else was investigating for their lives. It's nothing new. That person was sleeping through the trial last time as well. He's definitely crazy. I'm sorry I'm late. You Shobai! Enough of your arrogant hacks! The class trial is no joke, got it? We're the last ones here, right? Then let's get moving. Moving my ass! You always do nothing! Why are you late, Hiroha? Sorry, Shobai, he isn't the type to easily wake up. This case is easy anyways. You can take it all by yourselves. I need to go over all the deals I'll be managing when I leave this place. Listen to me! Calm down, Shinji. Sora's right. It isn't the first time Shobai's like that. Just ignore him like we did with Mikado. Why would you ignore such a precious friend? But I just can't stand that kind of attitude. Shinji, this is the time to keep your head cool. You should never ever act emotionally and irrationally in class trials. Unless you're the culprit, then go wild. Oh. Right, if everyone says so, I'll calm down. Teria, finally you feel like a true mentor. Nani. He has a voice similar to mine, so it's very funny that I actually give him this voice. Is that a compliment? A bit late because of some students, but we should get things started. Is everyone ready? Everyone, please enter the elevator in front of you to join the trial grounds. I'll be waiting for you there. So it's starting again. I'm scared. Don't be afraid. We can't avoid this anyways, and we did what we can. We need to end this by talking about what we investigated. Yep, when the trial ends, at least one of us won't be here back up again. Yeah, you guys are right. I said I'm gonna trust you guys again. It's because I trust you that I suspect you. See? Biki also learned from Nikkei. And in a certain way from Chiaki. I keep saying Chiaki was right back then. Belief without doubt is simply a lie. To find the culprit and survive with everyone. I say you should just leave it to me. Guys, I have a favor to ask of you. It might sound out of place, but I really like Kokoro. At first, I just wanted to talk to her, but she listened to me in my heart. I want to find the bastard who killed her. Please lend me your strength. And no need to be so formal, we all feel the same. Yep, if we talk positively, we can go through anything. Well, to be serious, if we don't do this, we'll end up being dead meat I just love the positive vibes, and then this guy just comes in. Yeah, if we don't do it, we die. So, don't you dare interrupt this touching moment, Mikado. Emma, if Kokoro didn't die, she would have definitely joined us in the end, because you were there for her. It's a bit too late for that, though. Thank you, everyone. Now then, let's put an end to this. As Emma said, we all feel the same, except for a few. We were all able to solve the last trial when it seemed impossible. We can do it again. That's what we're going to believe. Oh, we got the changing room items list. And the changing room wig. Alright, I wonder where those are going to be used. Anyways. I know I'm going to save right before the trial, but I want to talk with everybody as usual. Let's start left to right. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Class trial. I don't remember, but it's a familiar place. I don't want to go back there. Yeah. You in particular had some pretty traumatic experiences during those. Looking at you, chapter 4 and 6. I would be lying if I said I wasn't scared, but we have to do our best. Kanade, what will we do? Will we end up like Coco? Leave it to me. I'm with you, so you won't be scared, okay? Seriously, Kanade? She's such an enigma. I don't know what to think of her. Coco, I will avenge you. That's sweet. I feel bad for Emma. Let's discuss who the culprit is based on our investigation. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Sora, let's give it our all. My stomach is shaking, but I have to do it. I do wonder if Yoriko's ever gonna die. She seems like that companion character that stays at least until like late game. But knowing this game, I can't say shit. Jim, I didn't even say thank you. Oh, wow, what a piece of shit! I have nothing to say really. Based. Just this time. There's a lot of shit involved in this case. Yes! Here goes nothing. Last time, the elevator made an unnerving sound and slowly made its way underground. Everyone kept silent as if we all agreed to it. It was like there was a now and unspoken rule that the elevator was a place to ready our hearts. The elevator descends as we ponder these thoughts, and it finally arrives at the class trial. There they are. You've come. I've been waiting. This place seems a bit different this time. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It'd be boring if it was the same always, huh? But for your amusement, I changed the design. Amusement? Just how in the world is any of this amusing? Well then, please take your place where your name is written. There we go. Oh my god, Terry is next to Mikado. No! Oh, that's shitty. You've done this once, so you all know how it goes, right? No, let's start this. A death game with your lives on the line. Second class trial. You say he feels any better having done it once before he's alive. As Monocro said, it's our lives on the line, I'm afraid. On the line. I'm afraid and nervous. We all are. But Kokoro would have been much more afraid. Afraid and painful. It was the same with Yuri, but Kokoro was much closer to us than Yuri. Everyone, not just them, is enraged. And if we do not find the culprit, we all die. We have to find out who did it. To avenge Kokoro's death. To survive. Here we go. Time won't wait for us, and it's finally starting. The trial of life or death. And the trail of life or death. I still love these CGs, dude. I do wonder how many of these are going to be, like, red by the time we reach Chapter 5. Who is going to die up until then? Truth of life or death. I know, like, since he's a major part of the story, Yuki over here is likely going to stay blue the entire game. But we'll see, we'll see. The excuse of life or death. The trust of life or death. Dude, Mikado's image is fucking terrifying. Life or death. The class trial. Well then! I would like to save. Well, as I said, today's episode is a bit shorter. I still have my suspicion, and I gotta say, after hearing everything, I think it kind of confirmed it. I'm not sure though. I could be wrong. I have like a 70 to 80% degree of certainty for this. It's interesting. This case is interesting. Despite, of course, me being absolutely livid at Kokoro's death, considering she was probably top 3 right now in terms of characters in the game. Especially after that blushing sprite, but we don't talk about that right now. So the refrigerator was involved. There was liquid nitrogen and shit from the changing room at the exhibit. That part is the one that's confusing me the most. But I imagine that someone got the cloth from there, climbed up the monocruise during the night, maybe. Or maybe got out of the monocruise during the nighttime. I don't know. We'll see during the class trial, which will be recorded very soon. But anyways, folks, that'll be all for now. Thank you all for watching. If you like this episode, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new to the channel. We're on the road to 1.2K right now, which is insane. Thank you all for the support so far. If you want to follow me on Discord or Twitch for more constant updates, link to both is in the description below. And yeah, I believe that's all. Take care, stay safe, and until next time, peace.